everyone, and welcome. Welcome to my live show and live and interactive. So you can put your own intuitive energies into this too. So, hi everyone, and welcome. Welcome to my channel and to my channel. Yeah, and my channel is an intuitive energy channel. I'm a creator, and I am an intuitive reader. So that's what I do. So if this is a little bit late, I do apologise. I've had a little bit of problem with the internet. So I just hope that we have a good internet connection there. Just one moment. The lighting is a bit kind of too bright. So if you just give me just 1 second. Okay, that's possibly a little bit better, possibly not. Okay, so hi everyone, and let's start again. So welcome if you are new to my channel. Now, we have had all this news in the newspapers. Today in the UK, the newspapers have just been covered with, again, Harry and Meghan. I don't know about you guys, but I'm starting to feel a little bit sick of this, tired of this. And is it cold there? It's quite mild here. We keep going from very, very cold to very, very mild. Okay. Now, apparently, as I said, there's lots of energies coming through here, intuitive energies, which are a little bit exhausting. I'm a little bit exhausted by this because they have been ordered, Meghan and Harry, after this announcement, which I just feel so sorry for the Queen, because not only has she had to deal with Prince Andrew stepping back from duties because of the Mr. E kind of situation, and now Meghan and Harry come back off their sabbatical and land it right on the doorstep of Buckingham Palace. We're leaving. In fact, we're going to live in Canada. But there's a little bit more to it than that, isn't there? And I have done readings on this before. I've predicted this a long time ago, where they will be coming backwards and forwards from the US to England, and backwards and forwards. And I also said on one of my readings that they would use Frogmore as a base. But this was months ago, not last week or the week before. This was months ago when I predicted this, that they would use Frogmore as a base, and they'd be like backwards and forwards, but mainly staying over in the US. Now, I didn't get everything so accurate, but I got the US, which we get the Northern America is where they are planning on doing this. Okay, there's a lot more to this story, because now, after this big bombshell of hurting the Queen, because that's all over the newspapers too in the UK, that is just so upsetting for the Queen. I mean, she's 94 and she struggled to keep this monarchy together, and then what do we get? There's no consultation with the palace or the I mean, whose idea was this? And I want to look into this. Whose idea was this? You know, whose idea was this? And there needs to be, I need to do more than just this one reading, because this is it's like disbelievable. Although I did pick it up intuitively, it is still unbelievable the way that they have done this. Who do you feel out of Meghan and Harry are responsible for this? Because Harry, I feel, has to take some of the blame, because he chose that woman. And he wasn't selective enough to maybe take his time to select the right woman. And he you know, he fell in love with this woman, and like most people said, they may actually, you know, it may crash and burn. It may crash, but they've only been together, what, 3 years? And they're married, got a kid, and they're setting up a big empire together within 3 years. So there's lots of things that every single newspaper in the UK are new stories every second coming up here. Now, I'll show you one that I picked up today in the newsagents, okay, which is, it's quite a serious newspaper, the Telegraph, and we have this great big picture on the front of the Telegraph, okay. And it says Harry and Meghan to quit the firm. A great big, look how big that is, the newspaper. And I, you know, and because this is unprecedented, it's unprecedented because nobody's done this, you know, not in the modern day times anyway. So, oof. And we get, I mean, Meghan doesn't seem to like anybody, does she? She doesn't like the courtiers, the aides, the advisors, and now she's picking on the correspondents, the newspaper royal correspondents that have written columns for you know, about the royals for many years, thinking that they're dinosaurs. We need, you know, someone fresh and you know, a little bit different than the ones that, I mean, how rude is that? How rude, attacking the newspapers right, left and centre. You see, the newspapers are not going to, this is not going to go down too well with the newspapers. The way they keep attacking the news, I mean, the royal family just don't do that. They don't do that. They don't attack like that. So it seems like this pair have turned vicious, you know, vicious. And it's like there's this like, who is behind it? Is this Meghan or is this Harry? There seems to, what I pick up here, there's an anger, but it's turning vicious and it's turning malicious. So I'll just read a little bit of this column here, and I'll quickly read through it, and I'll look in between the lines here because she's making everybody furious. I've got a little pop-up there that says the Daily Mail. Furious Palisades turn on Harry and Meghan. Yeah, and I've said they've wanted to have their cake and eat it, and let's go into that. Okay, I'm going to do a reading here on that, and I have predicted that they want their cake and eat it. They want to be in the royal family, but they also want to earn their own money. They want to be royals, but they also want to be celebrity. So they come along and they say, this is, you know, this is their mindset, or Meghan's mindset. Well, I still want to be a celebrity, and I still want to have that fame here in Canada and the rest of the world, but I don't want to be told what to do. And but I still want to have that label of Duchess. I still want to have my title, and I still want to ride the back of the royals. That's what it is. Basically, what this is poor old Harry. I have to say it. Somebody's using you to make money, and I think he's just going along with it because he's married to this woman, but she wants it all. She wants a celebrity, and I'm not giving up that. I'm not giving up that for that. So I'll accept both. Thank you very much. Oh, well, does it work like that? It doesn't work like that, does it? So they come back from Canada from their sabbatical, and they actually cause such uproar and hurt to the Queen. So this is a Telegraph and by Victoria Ward. The royal family was said to be deeply disappointed last night after the Duke and Duchess of Sussex stepped back as senior members without consulting the Queen, the Prince of Wales, or the Duke of Cambridge. In an extraordinary statement, the couple announced plans to withdraw from their roles and divide their time between Britain and North America. It left the 93-year-old monarch and royal aides blindsided, as they had only very recently been made aware of the Sussexes' intentions. Aides stress the announcement was personal and had not been approved by the palace. In a statement released 2 hours later, Buckingham Palace said the couple desired to take a different approach. Created complicated issues and would take time to resolve. So what they're saying is that the royal aides are saying they've created complicated issues, which is going to take possibly many years to even solve this. Okay. The unprecedented announcement was branded devastating for the Queen, following the Duke of York's withdrawal from public duties over his friendship with J.E. The late, we know who it is, so I won't say who that is. Royal sources said senior members of the royal family were hurt and deeply disappointed at the Sussexes' news. It follows a turbulent few months for the Duke and Duchess, who had admitted they were struggling to cope with the pressures of the royal family. They are understood to have made the decision during their 6 weeks sabbatical in Canada's Vancouver Island, where they concluded that their current way of life was untenable. Their plans were outlined in detail on their Sussex Royal website, which revealed they had made the choice to transition to a new working model. Okay, so that's one of the columns there. It's absolutely unbelievable. And sorry, I'm just taking these off here. I'm just getting flashes. I can't see your chat for these things that keep flashing up here. It's a nightmare. So sorry about this, guys. So hi everyone, lovely to see you. Thank you for joining us for this. So it's on every single newspaper, and well, we're looking between the lines here because intuitively. So let's have a look here. What this says. They said that by choosing financial autonomy with no funding, that's a joke. That's a joke because there's going to be funding. Okay, there will be an arrangement here. That's what I pick up. So they are going to get both best of both worlds. So the reason why I did a reading on this, the reason why they're going to do this is because they want to protect Harry. It's all kind of words with Meghan, but with Harry is a royal, and it's going to put him in danger. Okay, and the Queen and his father will not want him to be put in danger. So I feel we get they will get finances for security. I don't feel it's ethical to say that that's going to come from the Privy Purse. I feel that's going to come from another source. Okay, they said that choosing financial autonomy with no funding from the sovereign grant. I don't think they're going to be able to do that. I don't even feel they know what they're entering into. There's terrorists after Harry, They were allowing themselves to earn a professional income and work externally, something they were previously prohibited to do. Yeah, we've done lots of readings on that where they've said no. You can't do interviews. You can't do documentaries. You can't do this. You can't do that. And whatever Meghan has put on the table, because Meghan never really looked into what it is to be a royal. That everything that she earns goes into the pot. And when she got to know that, and this is what I'm picking up intuitively, when she got to know that, she was like furious that her independence was being taken away from her. So this is where this comes from. It's her being furious about her, and not really understanding. So what do you mean? Everything. I'm working my butt off here, and you're going to take that money off me and put it into that pot so the rest of the royals can share it out. No way am I going to do that. And that's what I get. The energies I get from Meghan is that no way am I going to put all of this into the pot for somebody like, the rest of like William to be more wealthy and Prince Charles and all of this. So I'm just going to pull out a card, which is one of my cards. I work from Angels and the Divine, and I created my own deck here too. So I'm going to pull out a card here intuitively. Let's have a look at this. Now, somebody's advised her. I think it's somebody famous that's advised her, and because I do get a man here, and I don't know why, but I get George Clooney. Somebody has advised her, no way, you should be able to make your own money. You're going to be such a powerhouse within the royal family, and you're going to make the most money, and you're just going to give it all to, the privy. That doesn't seem fair. But they're going to make money because they have the royal titles. They're going to make money because she married into the royal family, for goodness sake. Where does this... There's no sense over this. There's no reasoning. There's no rationale here, is there? It just seems like what I earn, I want to keep, kind of thing. Okay, so let's continue here. The couple insists they would continue their royal duties, supporting the Queen, the Commonwealth, and their patronages. What does that mean? What does that mean? That means, well, we want some money from, we don't want to give up the royals completely. And Harry's had these patronages for many years, and and it can't just kind of drop them, because a lot of these people, these charities will be very upset if they did that. So I feel this is more to do with keeping our finger in that pie, having our cake and eat it, but keeping our finger in that pie. We will support the patronages that you gave us, and we'll continue with that. But we also want to earn our own money, if you don't mind. That basically, that's it. That's it. Also, we don't want free for all newspapers taking our stories. And we want to select the newspapers and select the magazines that are going to put our stories out there. Why do you think Meghan has chosen to do that? Why do you think Meghan has chosen to do that? Hi, everyone. Hi, Tink Tink. Not seen you for a while. Welcome back. And hello, Pamela. Hello, Patricia. Hello, Debbie Zed. Hello, Ellen Miller. Hi, everyone. Glory and Paula Martin and Gojo. Hi, and Susanna and Lorraine. Lovely to see you all. Okay. And if you're new to my channel, it's fantastic. Welcome. You're welcome. So, oh gosh, this is so exhausting. I feel exhausted today because I've not known what should I start with this reading. I have covered. If you go back to my readings I've done 2 months ago, talking about this rift is getting worse. Yeah, you might have looked at that and thought, oh, it's boring, but it's all relevant to this. Okay, this rift is getting worse. I said that, and then I said that the ones I've done recently, Meghan's 3 monthly forecast, all relevant, the past readings that I've done. Let's continue. The couple insist they would like to continue with their old duties. I wonder why, because they want to keep that royal label, don't they? Oh, you can't take our royal label off us because we're using that to merch. We're using that to merch. So, we need to keep that. We need to keep the royal stamp there, because that's our brand. That's our brand. Oh, of course. Okay. So the couple insist to keep that, the royal duties, supporting the Queen and the Commonwealth, and their patronages. The official travel undertaken on behalf of the Queen will be paid by the sovereign grant. And it was last night confirmed that they would continue to receive money from the Prince of Wales via the Duchy of Cornwall, which has largely funded their activities. Now that's because of Harry. Okay. This is his legacy. His sons has part of this Duchy of Cornwall, and will be, paid via that. That's not going to stop. That's not going to stop. They're still going to receive that money. I feel they'll also get their protection services through that too. Okay, their decision allows them to retain their royal titles and many of the trappings of royal life. Of course, they're not stupid, so they're not ditching the firm, then, are they? Is that ditching the firm? It's not ditching the firm when you've got your finger in pies in the royals to make sure that you get some of that income and you keep your titles. So they're going to keep their titles. They're going to get some money. They're going to keep doing their patronages and the Commonwealth. But You know, I want the right to earn my own money. Right. And I did do a reading on that, which is Meghan's 3-month forecast. I predicted that. I think I did it uncut too, and it's on Patreon. So also, gosh, you know, they're not, is this leaving the firm? No, it's basically saying we want to keep our titles, but we want to earn some money of our own. So you can't damn well have it. That's what this is. I would put it down to that. The decision allows them to retain their royal titles and many of the trappings of royal life while using their positions as royals to carve out independent working lives. They will continue to use Frogmore Cottage on the Windsor estate. I said that they'd use that as a base in the UK as their official residence in the UK. Their security will continue to be funded by the British taxpayers. So what are they saying then? That they still want taxpayers' money for their security? What are they saying? They're just saying, well, all they're saying is we want to stay royal, but we want to do what no other royals done and been allowed to do, and what you've not allowed us to do. And that's kind of be cheeky and say, well, we just want to get, you know, we want to earn money off the back of the royal name and being royal. That's what we want to do. So so the taxpayers can't say to us, "Oh, you're riding on jet planes. Where is that money coming from? Is it coming from the taxpayer? You know, is the taxpayer paying for your clothes?" Then they can turn around and say, "No, I bought this out of my own merching. I earn this money. We earn our own money, so it does not come out of the privy purse." Also, so they can control the newspapers. If we are independent from the royal family, then you can't just come and take lots of pictures. We can sue you for that. I don't know what your thoughts are. I'll have a look on there. What is your thoughts on this, guys? I think this is disgusting myself. And I would say, I went shopping today, I went to the supermarket, and the lady on the till said to me, I actually bought this newspaper for this show. And she picked the newspaper up and she said, and she looked at the newspaper and she went, "Do you know, that's just terrible." And what they're doing. So the general feeling of the public is disdain over this. So what they're saying here is we want to retain our titles. To be able to retain our titles, we'll do some little jobs for the Queen. We'll do our patronages and we'll do a few of them, and we'll do the Commonwealth thing and all that kind of thing. Okay, because we want to use that as branding. So they're going to keep Frogmore. They're going to keep their security. Their security will continue to be funded by the taxpayers. And it goes on to say it is likely that they will spend a large proportion of their time in Canada, although extended periods of time spent abroad will raise questions about their future within the royal family. Well, the way I did a reading of this, and Meghan, as like I said, her game plan, which I did about 2 years ago, she will go back to the States, Canada, wherever that is, and Harry will he'll come back to do the duties as a royal, which is not a bad idea, to be honest with you. And I feel he'll come back, and not only that, it's like, I do feel this is a clever strategic move by the Queen to give Meghan her independence, to get her out the damn way, in all honesty. She's ruining the monarchy. So I feel this is something that they've encouraged, that they have let them be a little bit rogue. So to actually see how far she would go. Look how far she's going. Look how far she's going. And Harry, you see, they've been summoned to a crisis meeting tonight. Okay, so we'll find out what that crisis meeting is about tomorrow, I guess. And I feel in this crisis meeting, let's see if we can delve in deep. It will be, well, okay, we understand that Meghan's not been happy and that she's been targeted. So we're in agreement that, you know, she can spend most of her time in Canada if she feels happy to do so. But Harry is a royal. Harry is a royal. So Harry will have to come back to the UK and do duties as a royal, as a working royal, although he doesn't want to, but to keep that money, and that's how they're going to get Harry by the balls and say, we're not going to allow this, is to say, you will have to keep coming back, and he's going to have to do so many duties that he's hardly going to be in Canada. That's the plan, okay? That's the big plan. Clever, okay? But they've made it look as if it's all their choice to do so. So let's see how this unfolds in the future. And I have said how this will unfold. Harry will come back to the UK and he will do his duty, go to Africa, going here, there, Africa, and all that kind of thing, while Meghan is over there, not just in Canada, but in LA with all her friends, and Harry's going to be respected as a royal. And that's what I pick up, that he will be respected as a royal, and that's what the royal family want. They want to keep Harry in the royal family. Okay, so let's just finish this here. It is likely they will spend a large proportion of their time in Canada, as spent abroad. But yeah, it will raise questions. This is what the crisis meeting will be about. If you want to use the royal stamp, if you want to use the royal name, if you want to use your titles to earn money, then you have to work as working royals. And you have to put whatever you're going to do by us. So we're all in agreement that that's okay. But they are encouraging Meghan to do some acting and do some things, you know, of her own right, maybe directing, other things. So why do you think they're encouraging her to be independent like that, but Harry come back? Why? Why do you think? And it goes here, the couple also announced that they will no longer participate in the traditional royal rota. which allows mainstream media organizations to share access to official engagements. Instead, the revised media approach suggests they will prioritize their own handpicked, and I said that, Hello Magazine, Vogue, all these people where they're going to cash in on it. So they revised media approach suggests they will prioritize, OK Magazine, all trashy like that, the Kardashians. Yeah, so I think, they've got these grand ideas, haven't they? And it's very childish. And the royal family know this, that, oh my God, you want all of that? Are you kidding? So there'll be a lot of no's. You can't do that. A lot of no. We're not going to allow that. You can't do that. You can't, you can't use the royal name to, I don't know, merch things that are not kind of, do not have any substance. You can't make these documentaries and talk about the royal family. No. You can't do what Andrew did, because it's going to be dangerous if they go to some kind of sheikh, Muhammad or something in Saudi Arabia, who were trillionaires and charged 2 million for some kind of speech. Then they're going into the territory of what Andrew did and Fergie, which I don't feel the royal family want that. Okay. Now, if Meghan went into something like directing, movies or something like that were respectable, I think they would go with that. Behind the scenes, not like the front man. I think they would go with that. But I don't feel they would go with any trashy kind of plans. And yeah, so they want to dictate what newspapers write about who and write about what. Again, merching everything that they do. Every single thing. The photographs, making documentaries, every single thing they do, but they still want to earn money off the back of the royals. So I feel that the way that the royal family do things is quietly. They don't do it brashly. They do it quietly. They do everything quietly. And Meghan has brought in this noise. It's too, it's too noisy for the royals. What she comes in like and very fast and wants to change everything. You see, the royal family don't do that. They take things very slowly. And even when they make decisions, the Queen comes across as being very fair. She would come across as being very fair. She would be very kind, very considerate, very kind of measured in her approach. But if she would, being very measured in her approach does not mean she's going to say yes. Yes, you can do that. Being very measured in her approach, she could, she will say, I don't think this is would be a good move because there's so many implications. But we want to be fair, so we could allow this and we could allow that. If you're not wanting to be senior royals, then, allowing you to do charity work is fine. And you will get some funding for that. But I think what they're aiming for is wanting to become very rich off the back of being royal, because I don't feel that would happen if Meghan was not married to Prince Harry. I don't feel that she would have these opportunities to commercialize what she's doing. Okay, so let's have a look here. Yvette Men says, hi, should have learned from Kate and follow, not try to overshadow. She will not be happy now. What is Harry if he's not a royal? Poor guy. Well, I think that's what what I pick up here intuitively. This is what the royal family want to protect, is Harry. If she takes him out of the royal family completely, he's out there very vulnerable without the protection of the royal family, and the royal family are not going to allow that. They're not going to allow that. No, not because of his mental health too. So let's have a look here. Let's just pull out one or two cards, see what this says here. Yeah, quite a number of contracts to sign. They're going to get sick of contracts to sign. They're going to do it all very legally. Legal documents, contracts, all those sort of things. One contract after another contract to sign. And in fact, there's so much small print there that there's so much of it that they're going to get tired of it. Or Meghan's going to get tired of the small print, that she's going to miss something out that she hasn't read. She's just signed it off. Okay. So lots of contracts to you cannot make money off our name, the legal side of that. I don't know what that is, but you cannot make money off the royal name, your all of that kind of thing. Yeah, there is. Meghan's going to do another degree. Meghan is going to do some more study, and she's going to encourage Harry to do more study. I think it's going to be a politics degree or a master's in politics. She's going to do some more study in politics, because she's got a degree, but not anything to do with politics, has she? So I get here, she's being a bit like the fox, the crafty fox here. Meghan's being like the crafty fox. She's got her plans here laid out. And she knows that Harry has got mental health issues, and that she, he's just going to follow her around, kind of thing. She's got bigger fish to fry than Harry. Harry's just a stepping stone. Yeah, because it's going to end eventually, and I've said that this will end eventually, but there may be an accident too. I get the graveyard card. It could be the marriage ending, or it could be somebody is, because I get next to that is the fire. So I get the fire in the graveyard. So there may be an accident here. This woman is unstoppable. And, she wants to be very powerful, but it's dangerous. It's dangerous to the monarchy. It's dangerous to the monarchy. Now, I'm not saying anybody's going to. I get the snake. If the royal family cannot see this by now, I'm afraid they are a bit dim because I think the rest of most of the world can actually see this, because she does, yeah, she does manipulate. I'm going to leave it there, guys. And we'll do some more readings on this. We have been on here 45 minutes so far. So let's just finish off with this. And I'm so tense tonight, and I'm a little bit exhausted because of everything that's going on. There was this air crash in Iran, and I wanted to do a reading on that too. Something dodgy going on there, and all of this too. In fact, I get this like feeling of sadness and choking and crying, because this person is relentless. It's like the ambitions of Meghan is relentless. And I'm just going to say, guys, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Sorry, I look a bit washed out tonight. I just am. I just feel exhausted with all of this. I think I may take a day off tomorrow, and I'll try and get something on Patreon for you uncut. But I think I'm going to just take a couple of days out. Let's have a look here. Patricia, the heck with quiet, do what Queen Elizabeth and King Henry VIII. Yeah. Yeah, that light workers, we are feeling it. I just feel so drained. Yeah. Yeah, Regina, did someone say should watch her back? Is it really that serious? Well, I get she's relentless in the way she wants to. Yeah. So okay. So I'll finish off here. If the royal family cannot see this big red flag by now, and they don't do something about this, they're going to lose Harry. If not in a mental institute, they're not going to allow that anyway. They won't allow that. They're not going to allow. I think they do see this. I do. They're not stupid. They can see this. They can see this. I think they've done it in a clever way. So it's Meghan who makes the choice to leave in the end. I think that's what this plan is. And I shouldn't have said that because that's uncut. But I think it's a clever maneuver. She's fallen for the trap. But it's dealing with Harry now. He's the royal. They don't want to lose Harry. They don't want to lose. And isn't it sad? Because I feel it's sad that we may lose Harry. But I don't think so. I think he's going to keep coming back. He's the one that's going to keep coming back. So I'm going to say thank you, everyone, for watching, and have a great evening. And you know, if you could share, like my videos, and let other people know about this lady who's intuitive and predicts what goes on between the lines, please do. That'd be great. And thank you so much. And bye for now. Bye bye.